At CS Insurance, we take a personal aspect and look at everybody's insurance policies. We basically make sure that your coverage is where it should be. We look and make sure that you're not underinsured. Most people find out the unfortunate part is they don't shop and they've never had an agent look at their policies, and they find out at time of claim that they're underinsured. And I don't want that for my customers. If a new customer comes in, I make sure that we do a quote based on what their needs are today, not what their needs were 5 years ago when they wrote the policy. So they may have finished a basement, or they may have done some improvements, but they've never let their agent know that. So they would have been underinsured if something happened. So we basically look at everything with a fine-tooth comb and make sure. And do they have some youthful drivers? Do they need an umbrella? So basically we make sure that they're properly covered. Umbrellas are a necessity, I believe, in Wisconsin with youthful drivers, just in case something happens. If it's a commercial account or even personal, we meet at their homes or their business. We go through what they currently have. We go through, if it's a manufacturer, we go through pieces of equipment. We make sure the value is there. A lot of people have bought and sold so much equipment and have never had their policy looked at. So we want to make sure that their business personal property is adequate. And we look at their liability and their products and completed operations, and we make sure that they have enough coverage. We look at their exposure for loss, and if it's a home, we look at that risk and what drivers they have and what driving record. And then we look at, if it's a business, we look at how many employees they have and the risk that they have there, and we design a policy around that. We look at their current policy as a benchmark, but then we go and we design something new from that point forward. CS Insurance is an independent agency. Basically, for a consumer, that means that I can go out and shop many carriers instead of just being with one carrier. So I have the ability to make sure you get the best price and the best limits. We get a lot of referrals just because of the service that we get and the fact that we do happen to save them money, which is always great. But I've never had a person come back to me and say I was underinsured, and so they're very happy when it comes to the part where there's claims that they've had the proper insurance.